Hi everyone, I'm Julianna Jaffe Levin, and this is Awakening Wednesdays, and we're awakening a couple hours later than usual. It was really important. We had a lovely evening last night, and it was very late when I got to bed, and it felt burdensome to get up early to do it. This program, and I thought, practice what you're giving to everybody else, and that is to honor the truth and to move with what feels full and rich and whole. And so here we are, and I am so delighted with the results. I slept so well, which is very rare for me, and I woke up and I went, oh my goodness, I haven't had time to even bring anything through. And I will tell you that I have been given the most amazing gifts in the last hour. Yes, hour. I just woke up an hour ago, of ideas to speak about, ideas for myself for this year. I am in awe. And so when things come to me in a first flush, it usually comes very fast and there's a lot of information. And I can get overexcited, kind of like little kids where you kind of, and you can't even focus. And so doing this Facebook Live is perfect, because if I try to speak to you from that energy, nothing would make sense. And what I realized is that when that excitement takes hold, the way I have moved with it historically has been almost frenetic, and like a fear that it's going to go away. Like if I don't capture it all right now, it'll disappear and it'll be gone. And so I didn't have time to fully meditate, but I sat in my meditation chair, that red chair that's right behind me. And what I heard was, just bring yourself into breathing. Bring yourself into calm. And so first of all, why don't we all do that together, like we do sometimes, focusing on the exhale and blowing out fully until we get to the end, letting it drop off, and then bringing in the new breath. And one more. Yeah, that feels better. I was so aware as I was doing that and feeling my nervous system coming in to settledness, that growing up and not always being able to create what I wanted, and we're at the behest of others, this fear of losing something wonderful often makes it go away. And what I felt as I was breathing and settling in is that when what we're connected to is real and whole, and as I say always, is my true voice, my heart's voice, that the calmer I become and the more settled I become, the more space that opens up. And this may sound a little airy-fairy right now, so let me tell you what came to me to speak about. And that is, first of all, Happy New Year, everyone. I am so excited about what's coming through. And what I heard was to talk about manifesting. It's a word that's become so cliche, it almost is in the gag me stage, right? But like I always say, things become cliche because they have so much truth in it. And so when I'm talking about manifesting, what I'm talking about is keeping your eyes, your heart, your soul on what you want to bring into being. And focus on what you love. Focus on what you like. Focus on what you're grateful for. Focus on what you want more of. We're so prone to focus on, well, I want to not have that experience. But then we bring the whole of the negative experience into our mind, into our being. Instead, focus on, oh, I want more of that. Oh, do you remember when that happened? And it felt so good and I was happy. I felt very lifted. Hold on. And, oh, I want more of that. Whatever teeniest piece that you resonate with, in that positivity, in that sense of well-being, in that, ooh, kind of place, however teeny it is, or however big it is, say to yourself, I want more of that. More of that, please. Focusing and putting our energy and our intention on what we want more of. What do we want to bring more into being in our life? And yeah, I may not have any of that. And it may sound silly. Like, I can't do that. Well, of course, any of us can bring our focus on something that feels good. And then so let's do that. Let's do that right now. So take a moment, and whether it's a memory of something that's happened in this past year, or it's just a knowing of something that you want in your life, just allow yourself to bring that experience to your mind, to your heart. It might be as small as, that day I walked outside and the sun was shining. Oh my God, it felt good. It might be something as simple as that. It could be more complex. But whatever it is, we're going to use this morning that we walked out in. And it could be freezing, it could be warm, whatever it was. Or your version, doesn't have to be walking outside, that's my version. But whatever it was, some small moment when you just went, ah. And go back to that moment or create the moment you want in your mind's eye and bring it into your mind, bring it into your heart. And breathe, do that nice out breath. And allow yourself to embody, to feel, to experience that experience as fully as you can. And say to yourself, more of that, please. More of that. And then there's a second step to this. And that is, if we can't really embody it now, but we know, oh, I want that in my life. To say to yourself, this is something that came to me years ago. And I just went blank. Oh, that was so amazing. It was like my screen went absolutely blank in my brain. I look forward to the day when. That was a line I began to use. I look forward to the day when I can feel that level of joy. I look forward to the day when I can take that step that I can't take now. I look forward to the day when, fill in the blank. And then what happens is we begin to embody that. And what they have discovered, the neuropsychologists, neuroscientists, is that when we picture something, when we bring it into our mind's eye, when we bring it into our experience, our brains fire the exact same way as if we were living that experience at this moment. It doesn't know the difference between when we're just creating it, I say, in our minds, and when we're truly living it. And so then we've begun creating those new pathways that bring that experience more fully into our lives. And we begin to live the more please, more of that please, and it is our reality. I love you all so much, and thank you. Thank you for sharing this forum with me. Thank you for helping me bring into being that which I love and that which I know to be my deepest truth. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful first steps into 2025. Bye now.